Mr Speaker.
5-minute call on behalf of the Green Party. Kennedy Graham.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Just to reiterate what Materia Ture said, that the Green Party will be supporting this bill and into the committee. The bill follows the inquiry, as we've heard, of the 2014 inquiry by the Justice and Electoral Committee. It makes a number of small changes to the Electoral Act in line with recommendations by the committee. It allows the Electoral Commission to start counting advance votes earlier on election day. It allows the Electoral Commission to make certain forms more user-friendly. It prohibits electioneering inside and within 10 metres of advance voting places. We just heard from Chris Bishop of the practical implications of that will need to be explored. We take that on board. It removes references in the Act to the former Electoral Commission and other officers. It makes a change that was not recommended by the committee to clarify the prohibition on making false statements to influence voters on election day or the 2 days prior, so that this offence relates only to the actions taken in that period. These, in our view, are all meritorious. The proposed changes appear to us to be reasonable. We endorse the points made by our colleague, Honourable David Parker, about the critical importance. It's easy to regard this as just a purely technical issue, but they strike at the absolute heart of liberal democracy. The importance, as he put it, of an honest, accurate and transparent electoral system, and the problems that can arise when you don't have that elsewhere. And the interesting suggestion that we should use the IRD system for our registration, in the sense that or broadly in the way that the Nordic countries do so. So there's a lot to be explored in the committee as the bill becomes subject to scrutiny. I recall Jacinda Ardern's comments critiquing or lamenting the fact that I think 27,000 votes were rendered invalid at the last election. That is not something that we should see as acceptable. A number of people had expressed regret at the way the legislation has turned now with the former member Paul Quinn's Members' Bill, which removes the right to vote for prisoners over 1 year. We agree that that is unsatisfactory, needs to be rectified, and possibly could be examined in this committee. There's a lot to be looked at. I have not been involved in this committee, but I am following it very sympathetically, and there is a need to look at a lot of issues in the general recognition that we will be supporting this bill. Thank you.